one of the key, I guess, influences in my building of a business was the Lady Startup Activation Plan. So the Lady Startups is an amazing initiative run by Mama Mia Friedman and her team there. And it's all about empowering women. And there's an incredible amount of mothers starting these businesses. And so I signed up for a Lady Startup Activation Plan, and that took me through 6 weeks of how to set up a business. And through this plan, I was so lucky to meet incredible women who were also setting up their businesses. So there was this huge community behind it, and I still lean on those women and still, put questions out in forums and get a lot of support that way.
What are 3 or a couple of simple things that people can do right now to build this greener future for ourselves and for our children and for the next generation?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think it's all in the small stuff, I think that's really where we can make the biggest impact. So probably 3 things I'd say. One is to make a commitment to go single-use plastic free. Make the commitment now, stick to it every day. You have a reusable coffee cup, a reusable water bottle, and a shopping bag that you take with you. And that's as simple as that. I also think switching to renewable energy, it's definitely not as painful as you expect it will be. It took me half an hour to do it, and it was super simple, and we're actually saving money on our energy plan month to month. And then the other thing I would say is learn about how best to recycle. It's not going to change the world, but it does help to reduce plastic waste into the environment. I think it's a really important thing to do, and it's part of the circular economy. So I think it is helpful to do that. Plastic bags can't be recycled, so please reuse, and actually just reduce and stop using them at all. But if you do have them, things like that are not recyclable, we just have to stop putting into things that can potentially contaminate a larger collection. So it's important to know.
I said, my greatest love actually is teaching when it comes to my career. I was a teacher for a while in Japan, and I taught in a place called Akita, and then I moved to Sendai, and it was a refreshing experience to teach farmers' children. They have a very different perspective of life. I remember kids asking me, Shirley Sensei, why am I learning English? I'm just going to grow rice. And I thought, but those 3 years were very formative, I think, in helping me know myself, because there were many things that I recognized, and that, for example, I love teaching because I love making an impact. And I remember someone shared this with me, which I felt has been a big part of my moral compass, right? I remember teaching, and obviously Japanese kids are not in love with English, okay? I'll be very frank.
I'm sure it's very difficult. I know Japanese is I tried when I was younger to learn Japanese, very challenging language.
So it's just as challenging for them to learn English, right? But I remember someone said to me, if you go in there and there are 30 kids and you're teaching, and if only 1 kid loves English or benefits from the lesson because of you, then you've done your job as a teacher, right? And those words really shaped me, because then I realized every single classroom, every single experience, I'm in there because someone in there is going to be changed because of me.